that's you.
What?
Pink slip and all that.
I see.
Nice.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Shit tough.
Oh, you the plug. For real. Nice.
Cash on delivery.
No waist training, man.
That's all you?
Nice.
Nice. You ain't about the life. No. You doing it for the likes.
We back, y'all, for another dope episode of the Brooklyn or Bust app Hotspot series. Today, I kick it at the amazing boutique of Bed-Stuy Fly in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Make sure y'all download that app, Brooklyn or Bust. It's in the App Store for iPhone users. And sit back and enjoy this dope, amazing interview with, I could call him Uncle now, Uncle Steve, about Bed-Stuy Fly and all the dopeness that they got in here. Check it out, y'all. Brooklyn or Bust. Welcome back, guys. We back for another installment. Well, guys and girls, we back for another installment of the Brooklyn or Bust app Hotspot series. Today, I get the luxury of interviewing Steve of Bed-Stuy Fly, one of the dopest boutiques in Brooklyn. If you're around, make sure you stop by, check it out. But I'm gonna get to all the details and the location and all that stuff later. Right now, I'm about to kick off this interview. I'm gonna let Steve introduce himself, and then we're gonna get to some dope questions so you get a feel for not only the brand, but the person behind it, the boutique, and everything else that he represents.
Oh, he wants me to introduce myself. I just like to say welcome, welcome, welcome. I just like to thank him for, considering me in such a great situation where, he has this dope app. Everybody's telling me about it, and then I get the good word that we popped up in a hot spot. So
I'm here to deliver the message. Like I said, for those of us that are still blessed to be here,
right,
and for those of us that are coming in, I want them to see, what we have to offer.
Definitely.
So let's kick off this interview, man. Thanks
up?
again, man.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The first question: how do you think music? Has an impact on fashion?
I think music just is like a messenger. So it'll probably send a word. It'll probably tell the people what's popping once the artist is actually rocking it. But I think the fashion, in my opinion, it comes before the music in the sense that the streets dictate the fashion first, and then the artist will rock the fashion, and then the artist will basically, like I said, message the fashion based off on what the streets are thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good answer. That's a good segue, because the next question I'm gonna ask you is, who are your, if you had to choose, no particular order,
okay,
who are some of the people in the industry, hip hop wise, that you feel are like tastemakers, like fashion forward people? No particular order.
No particular order?
I don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah. We don't want no hip hop beef. No particular order. I mean, of course, I say, Fab. Fab is definitely out here, super fashionable, trendsetter. Always, whenever he turns on, he shines.
Definitely.
Next one, I'll probably say ASAP is out here doing it. ASAP Rocky, he out here on some fly shit.
I like how I said no particular order, but he put the Brooklyn guy first.
Yeah, Brooklyn always number one. Brooklyn is number one. Number one.
Well, how do you feel about Wale? What about Wale?
Wale is dope.
Yeah, I think
Wale is dope.
A lot of times I notice Wale don't get mentioned for like the hip hop fashion, but I personally I like Wale's style.
Wale is a fly cat, man.
Or is it more like you give him the sneaker side of it?
Wale fly. He fly. There's a lot of fly hip hop artists, but you only gave me two. Yeah, you only gave me two.
Wale, you got the honorable mention for me, man. How do you go about selecting brands and items that are in your boutique? How do you go about it?
Based off energy, word from the consumers. They're like the people that rock with us. If they bring it to our attention, we also have we'll probably get people that send us information, like send brand lists and stuff, emails. So I check it out, and if it works with what we're dealing with, we tend to bring it in. Yeah.
What makes you makes you want to keep your business in the community? Because not like before you answer,
Okay.
because the reason why I'm asking that is because the environment that we in, number one. Number two, I see you expanded the store. So I
Right.
know with the expansion, you could have actually opened up another
Right.
location.
Right.
So what made you want to stay? Two-part question. What made you want to stay here? And why not go somewhere else?
Well, what makes me want to stay? I feel like I don't believe in the philosophy of you make it then you break out. Like I feel like we need this here. We was born, raised here, so we might as well just stay here. Like, and when I say stay here, don't mean don't travel out, don't move, whatever.
Yeah.
But we employ our families, we employ our friends, and why leave?
You are 1,000%.
Why leave?
Little do you know, but I'm sure you probably do know, but as I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it, you're actually a role model. Because a lot of times in the urban community, like growing up, we got so used to everything high end that it almost seemed far-fetched for someone alike as yourself to have a brand that can compete with these larger brands.
Right.
So even though you might not be at the level of, let's say, a Ralph Lauren or a Tommy Hilfiger, I have seen your house brand grow and it's growing. So I definitely look forward to seeing where how higher up the bar can go. But you're definitely on your way, man, and I want to thank you for keeping it in the community.
Thank you, man.
Because, like I said, you're an example.
Right.
For a lot of people, whether you know it or not,
Thank you, man.
While we doing this interview, I like to take a time out real fast. Make sure that y'all go to the App Store and download the app Brooklyn or Bust. On the next update, I'm gonna make sure that I add his location, Bed-Stuy Fly Boutique. Y'all make sure y'all download the app Brooklyn or Bust. So let's continue, Steve.
Right.
I got to get the promo in.
Yeah, definitely. Brooklyn or Bust. Yeah.
So with that being said, advice that you would give to a younger entrepreneur that's on the come up that might want to open a boutique but might not know how to go about it. So give me one particular gem. When I say how to open it, of course they know they need clothes, but like I want like a behind the scene. Like, would you suggest like they take out a loan? Would you suggest like they work and save up their money, like a real, not like a generic like stay in school, you can be whatever you want to be, but like,
I mean, not a generic. All right, so basically, I mean, it's based off of individuals. It's based off of your different households or different families. Some people got it, some people don't. Some people are working, some people got a rich uncle, some people don't. It's based off of difference. Of course, you need money to start somewhat of a business. But I would just say to anybody, if this is if it's a boutique or if it's a brand you want to start, just start. That's it. Just start. It don't matter if you got $1 million. It don't matter if you got $10. Just figure out a way to start.
It's funny you say that because when I developed the, not to make this about me or the app, but when I started out with the app, it was solely designed to be a New York City / Brooklyn-based trivia app.
Right.
And somewhere along the lines, I decided to add a section called Hotspots.
Right.
And the hotspot thing is actually taking off more than anything else.
Right.
So I say that to say it goes back to what you said. You just gotta start.
Just start.
Because once you start, it might open up doors to
other things.
Other things, something totally different that might still benefit you in this thing called life.
That's right.
My next question is, how did you get the name Bed-Stuy Fly?
Well, of course, Bed-Stuy Fly, of course, we're in the Mecca right here. We are in Bed-Stuy. So when I started designing the shirts, putting shirts together, at the time, there was no brand repping Bed-Stuy. Like, there was really nobody really repping the heart of Brooklyn.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So at that time, I decided, I'm gonna start repping Bed-Stuy. So I did a shirt called Bed-Stuy. Then of course I did the shirt called Bed-Stuy Fly. At the time, it wasn't the name of the boutique, wasn't the name of the brand. It was just shirts that I did. So when I actually opened the boutiques, the boutique without a name, and I had the shirts in the window, people actually started to call the store Bed-Stuy Fly because they seen the t-shirts, the sweatshirts in the window at the time.
So let me get this correct. I was zoning out for a second.
Right.
The name of the store was what first?
No, it didn't have a name.
Oh, it did.
I just opened up the boutique.
Because I'm like, I had the shirt.
But
I'm like, wait a minute, did I miss something?
yeah,
in my
but
mind right
it was just about repping Bed-Stuy. So I had a shirt that was Bed-Stuy and Bed-Stuy Fly. So as we was doing both shirts, I actually canceled the Bed-Stuy shirt and continued on with the Bed-Stuy Fly shirt. And then
we here.
Then history happened. Yeah. History happened. Yeah.
Are there any? This is not. I know you've done collaborations already.
Right.
But this might be a little difficult. If you could choose one established brand already. Let's say one of these high-end brands decided that they wanted to do a collaboration with you because let's keep it real. A lot of trends, in my opinion, this is my opinion.
Right.
I feel like it come from our environment.
Right. Correct.
So with
I
that
agree.
being said, let's just say one of these established companies reached out to you. In a perfect world, who would you want it to be and why?
You know what? I never really thought about that question.
It's a good question, like.
I never really thought about that question.
Again, and the only reason why I'm asking is because, like I said, a lot of our trends are
influenced by the higher
by the
right,
higher ups, correct?
right. But the higher ups are influenced by us, the streets.
Correct.
So it's like a will. I mean, but I can't really think of one right now, to be honest with you.
So what was growing up? All right, this is how I'm gonna do it. This is exactly how I'm gonna get you.
Right.
What was your favorite brand growing up?
My favorite brand.
Polo, was it?
It was Guess.
Tommy, was it?
It was Guess and Tommy, but more Guess than Tommy.
More Guess.
Yeah.
Yo, Guess, man, listen.
More Guess than Tommy.
To bring it back to the community, you know. What makes you Brooklyn? Is it?
It's not a choice.
Is it your style? I was born here.
It's not a choice. It just you know, it is what it is, man. It's a part of DNA, man. It's a part of DNA. It's a part of DNA, man.
Do you have any plans on any other locations? Do you want to take this show on the road? Do you want locations out of town, other countries?
Well, our immediate plan.
Matter of fact,
all right.
This is how I'm gonna sum it up. Short-term goal and then long-term goal.
All right. Short-term, we're gonna extend. We're about to actually open up another side to the store.
Another side to where we are right now?
Yeah. So
I got the exclusive, y'all. I don't know where this other side. I've been walking around this establishment and I don't know. I guess it's a back cage.
Yeah. We gonna creep that open up.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's more space to.
Yeah, it's more space, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's more space. So we're gonna open up the other side to this location. We're gonna add on, and that's short term. Long term, we'll just let life figure that out. We breathe life into the Bed-Stuy Fly and let it figure its direction. We actually don't even know. Because we don't know how we want to keep it. We don't know, I have a dope team. I discuss with them all the time, and I don't make all the decisions by myself. I make it with the team I have surrounding me. So
that's what's up, man. That's
so we all have to come to agreements in as far as of course I can say, yeah, I could do this tomorrow, but that's not how I am because we have
sense, and it's always good to include.
Right.
Because even though as entrepreneurs we like to think we know it all and seen it all, but
right.
You still need those outside eyes.
Correct.
That's like even when I do interviews and stuff now, like I actually, reach out to people and ask them like, what question would you like for me to ask?
Correct.
I don't ever want it to be just one
way,
right? That one track mind. I don't want to do that.
Right.
Well, with that said, man, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity, man, to do this, man. I want to wish you continued success.
Thank you so much, man.
Expansion and much more, man. Right. And it's. I remember when it was just one side.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be sitting here, and it's funny because tell you a little story. Gifted Apparel wasn't here.
Right.
And that was when it was one side. So to sit here years later in an establishment that has grown and a brand that's grown, And it's amazing that we are both still here.
That's right.
In our respective lanes.
That's
you know
right. That's
so
right.
I give you
That's
much
right.
credit for that.
That's right.
Put your social media handles, your location store where they can come get some of this dope heat.
Definitely. Store at the Bed-Stuy Fly. That's at TheBedStuy at the Bed-Stuy Fly.
Store location?
Store location 287 Ralph Avenue, Brooklyn, New York 11233.
Website?
BedStuyFly.com.
Dope.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all download the app, Brooklyn or Bust. We wrapping up another dope hotspot with Steve from Bed-Stuy Fly. Make sure y'all come support. And remember, Brooklyn or Bust. Download the app, y'all.
I'll make sure everything look. I'll make sure everything look. I'll make sure everything